And that is the reason why I'm saying double check always what you're doing and the things that you're listening from others, because even in the best case scenario where people really cares about you, you always need to ask about how much these people know me. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Live for Wonders. Now, the topic of today is a little bit strange because it's something that I rarely spoke about in this channel, but I want actually to make a proper video where I explain you some things, and so yeah, just to cut the story short, I'm going to talk about having fear or doing what you like, what you love. Why I'm talking about this topic in particular is because I'm actually passing through a particular moment in my life where I had to take decisions, and I realized that I was taking the choices, I was, trying to sort it out, those things, just thinking about what the others would think about me if I say maybe that I'm going to do something instead of something else. And it's stupid, right? How many times I told you to don't care about what the other think? Because it's true. And this is what I asked myself immediately. I said, but I'm taking this decision, I'm choosing to do that because someone else can think about me certain stuff, or I'm just doing this because I love it. And the answer was that I was doing that because someone thought that was the best thing for me. And I wasn't doing, of course, another stuff, maybe another decision, just because people could say, oh my God, you're doing that, is really something that you should avoid, that you shouldn't do, what will think people about you, and so on, right? So, and that was actually my surprise, because I thought I was already passing through that years ago and I solved the problem, but actually this is something that comes back often. What changes really is the way that you realize, actually the way that you can realize that you're doing the same mistake. And this is what is really important, because it doesn't matter if you repeatedly do a mistake. The problem is when you don't realize that you're doing that, or when you don't recognize that you are following the same kind of pattern. That is the major issue. Doing something wrong, or maybe taking the wrong decision because of this or that reason, and not realizing why you do that, that is the issue. People ask always to be in control of their life, but if you can't control your choices, your life will be a mess, because you will always be there to solve problems and not to take decisions. And of course, even taking decision you will need to solve problems, but that is a different stuff, because you are conscious that that is the right decision and you just need to solve problems related to that. Instead, taking decision because other tells you, or because you have fear, like the topic of this video, you have fear of what the other people will say or will do, and in that case is the real problem, because you take a decision that you don't like and you have to solve problems that will stress you out so much because you didn't like the choice in a first instance. And happens in our life that you probably learned this too late, because you already took a lot of decisions in your life and now you are solving problems because of those decisions. But I tell you something, there is a way to actually get better and to start to finally decide by yourself. And it's always, it is a simple way, but it's the most painful probably for some people out there. And it's always asking why I'm doing this. Why I'm saying that is difficult for some people out there, because if you are a person that has a strong character and you are very proud of yourself, telling yourself that you made a mistake sometimes is not so easy. And that, of course, rise up another problem, that is actually acceptance of the things that happens in your life. Because even if you are a brave person, even if you are proud of what you do, you need to be considering always the exception. You need always to consider that something can come up and, get you in troubles or bring you problems. But that is part of the life, But if you are living a life where you are enough experienced and enough open-minded, that problem won't really be a problem, okay? It will be just part of the pathway. I know that a lot of people out there will already think to take decisions on a daily basis just based on what they really love. I can have some objection about that, because it's not always true. They take decisions because they think that they are happy in that way, but happiness is not the instant happiness sometimes, or happiness is not related to the easiest way, okay? Sometimes happiness, the real one, is connected to the tough decision, and taking a decision that takes you longer and takes you in a pathway where the results will come later on is not always an easy thing. And this is what happened to me. I had to take a decision, and still I have to take the decision now, because other things are adding up even today, and I need to, clarify my mind. Of course, you can always meditate, calm down, and take that decision when you think that you're ready, but still, the best way to take a proper to make a proper choice is always to ask yourself why and what I'm doing here, okay? And when you ask yourself why, put a list of people that probably are related to that decision and what can be said from them if you take a decision or another, because there you will find the reason why you're doing something, okay? What happens if you take a decision that probably was just dictated from someone else, even though it were these words of someone else were just in your subconscious? What happens next? That you took a wrong decision, right? But you can actually reverse the thing, okay? Nothing in this world is definitive. Nothing in this world is forever. So if the decision is a high level and involve other people, you can always talk with them. Or if it's about family, in that case, you need to rearrange the way you actually manage your family or look at your family. But that is another thing, because it involves other people. But what involves you instead, reversing the state of a bad decision is not really so tough. It takes time, but it's easy one, because when you are stable on a situation, even if it's not the ideal situation, going back can be easy in a moment where you have clear idea of what you want to do, and then create a kind of a bridge of things to do between what you're doing now and what you want to do next, okay? Again, lots of people already do that, but being aware of what you're doing because you're conscious and not because it's automatic can save you not only time, but can save you stress as well, okay? And plus, it doesn't make you feel alone. That is another thing, because when you take a popular decision, the first feeling that you have is that you are alone against everyone. But if you are, as I said in previous videos, a good niche of people around you, like friends, that can support you even though they don't appreciate or don't like the choices that you do, that makes all the difference. because you will feel always like with a parachute on your back. So it is good to have, you know, support from people, explaining them maybe why you choose something. Sometimes they can give you some tips before taking the decision, but remember always this: people don't know you so deeply that can actually take a decision for you. So when they, with all the good intention, gives you suggestions, think twice if that suggestion applies to you, because maybe it's a suggestion that applies in general to everyone that passed the same situation, but maybe for you, because there are some details that maybe they don't know or you don't want to communicate, or maybe don't realize, maybe it's not applicable to you. Sorry, applicable to you. And that is the reason why I'm saying double check always what you're doing and the things that you're listening from others, because even in the best case scenario where people really cares about you, you always need to ask, but how much these people know me? How much did I tell them about me? Because even when you have very close friends, there are always something that you didn't say to them in some ways or another. So be aware about what you do. Be aware about, you know, asking yourself, even like a child, if you want, why, what, where. Ask yourself those questions, because the more you ask, the more you know yourself, and the more you know yourself, the less time you will spend next time to make the right decision for your life and being happy. Okay, so for this video is everything. I want you just to remind to click the bell down and subscribe and press the like button if you like this video. There is a comment section that no one uses, but if you are so kind to leave downstairs a comment, a question, or a topic that you want me to talk about, would be super fab, because at least I know that you watch all my video, and also I can be useful for you for real, and not only just, you know, wondering about the experience that I have, but maybe they don't reflect completely what you want, ask me, or what you do. Plus, I remind you to share the video with people that maybe would love to have this kind of knowledge, or maybe they need to listen the words that you just heard. And that's it. Don't forget to live for wonders, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.